Let us draw the structure of starch. Starch is a polymer of alpha D glucopyranose. Sometimes some write alpha D plus glucose. As we are doing a ring structure and that structure has some similarity with pyran, so this is alpha D glucopyranose. Let us draw the structure of alpha D glucopyranose. You know, alpha D glucopyranose contains 6 carbon atoms and a O at this position. Next to O, this is anomeric carbon number 2, then number 3, number 4, 5, 6. This O is between number 5 and number 1 carbon atoms, and fifth carbon is bonded to CH2OH. This is number 6 carbon atom. Anomeric carbon contains H and an OH group as shown. At number 2 position, there is a hydrogen atom at the top and OH at the bottom, whereas at number 3 position, the OH group is at the top position and H at the bottom of the number 3 carbon. At number 4, you will find H at the top and OH at the bottom. This is alpha D glucopyranose. This is alpha D plus glucopyranose. At number 3 position, you will find OH at the top position. This is important. This is a single unit, but starch is a polymer of alpha D glucose units or alpha D plus glucopyranose units. Now we have to draw the structure of amylose and amylopectin. Amylose is a straight chain polymer of alpha D glucose units. Amylopectin is a branch chain polymer of alpha D glucose unit. Let us draw the structure of amylose first. To draw the structure of amylose, we have to draw another 2 alpha D glucopyranose units on either side of this structure. You see, this is another alpha D glucopyranose. This is number 1 carbon, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5. 5 is connected to CH2OH. 4th carbon is connected to H and OH as shown. At number 3 position, OH is at the top and H at the bottom. At number 2 position, you will find H at the top and OH at the bottom. At number 1 position, you will find H at the top and OH at the bottom. Similarly, you have to draw another alpha D glucopyranose on the left hand side of the first structure. You see, you will find one oxygen over here. This is anomeric carbon. This is number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Number 5 is connected to CH2OH group and number 1 is connected to H and OH. Number 2 is connected to H and OH, OH at the bottom. And at number 3 position, OH group is at the top and H is at the bottom. At number 4 position, H is at the top and OH is at the bottom. Now, these are individual alpha D glucopyranose units. To form amylose, we have to make glycosidic linkage between this carbon and this carbon. Between this carbon and this carbon, we have to form a glycosidic linkage. Similarly, here we have to form a glycosidic linkage between this one. This is the first carbon and the 4th carbon of second alpha D glucopyranose units, and this H will be removed and this H will be removed because this carbon is connected to next alpha D glucopyranose units by glycosidic linkage. Let us make some modification. You see, we have to remove this part from these two units. We have to remove these two parts from these two OH group units, and we have to remove this H also, and we have to remove this H also. Let us remove these parts from the individual alpha D glucopyranose units. Let us rub those parts. You see, now we have to make glycosidic linkage, and this O is connected to other unit, and this O is also connected to other unit. So you are getting an open, so you are getting an unbranched polymer of alpha D glucopyranose units. This is amylose. Let me make some more modifications so that the structure will become you see this O is will. Let us make some modification and rub these parts. You see, this is the glycosidic linkage. Now this is alpha D glucopyranose, and on polymerization gives amylose. This is unbranched and it is known as amylose. This is a part of starch. Now we have to draw the structure of amylopectin by connecting two amylose units at 1 and 6 linkage. Let us draw another amylose at the top. This is alpha D glucopyranose, number 1 position, number 2 position, number 3, number 4, number 5. At number 1 position you will find H and OH. At number 2 position you will find H and OH. At number 3 you will find OH and H. Then H, OH. At number 5 position you will find CH2H and H. Again we have to draw another alpha D glucopyranose. This is O. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. This number 1 position is connected to H and OH as shown, H and OH, but number 3 position connects OH at the top and H at the bottom. At number 4 position you will find H and OH, and at number 5 you will find CH2H, and this is the 6th carbon, and this is alpha D glucopyranose units. Now we have to connect these two alpha D glucopyranose units by a glycosidic linkage. So we have to remove this part, and this O will come to the middle, and we have to rub that part to make a glycosidic linkage. You see, I have rubbed that part, and a O is present between two alpha D glucopyranose units. This is glycosidic linkage. Now we have drawn another amylose on branch chain. Now these two amylose units are joined together by glycosidic linkage between number 1 and number 6 position. You see, this is number 6 and this is number 1 position. Now we have to make a glycosidic linkage between this number 1 carbon and number 6 carbon of another amylose unit. Let us draw a glycosidic linkage between this OH, and this unit. So a water molecule will be removed. After removing, a glycosidic linkage is formed. You see, we have to rub this part to make a glycosidic linkage. So this O part will be connected like this. Let me draw again. A glycosidic linkage is drawn between number 1 number 6 carbon of amylose units, and this is cross linked and it is a branch structure, and this is known as amylopectin. Now you see, starch consists of two parts, amylose and amylopectin. Amylose is water soluble, contains 15 to 20% of starch, whereas amylopectin is water insoluble as it is branched at C1 and C6 by glycosidic linkage. Amylopectin is present 80 to 85% in the starch, and amylose is long on branch chain with 200 to 1000 alpha D glucose units. You can say alpha D glucopyranose also, held by C1 C4 glycosidic linkage. You know glycosidic linkage is drawn like this. Branch chain polymer of alpha D glucose units in which chain is formed by C1 C4 glycosidic linkage. Branching occurs by C1 6 of glycosidic linkage as shown in the diagram below. This is number 1 position and this is number 6 position. Between number 1 and number 6 a glycosidic linkage is there.